Both Faith No More and Red Hot Chili Peppers would prove to be some of the most exciting bands of the late 80s and early 90s. What started out as a cordial relationship with Faith No More opening for the Chili Peppers would soon sour, resulting in a decades-long feud. Stay tuned for the full story. Back in 1987, the Chili Peppers would launch a tour in support of their latest album at the time, the Uplift Mofo Party Plan. The tour would run until 1988, and one of the opening acts was Faith No More, who was on the road with the Chili Peppers for several months. Now, it's important to note this was the pre-Mike Patton lineup of Faith No More that was fronted by Chuck Mosely. The hostility didn't really begin until Patton became the frontman of Faith No More, which was pretty funny considering both bands played somewhat similar styles of music. In 1989, the feud would erupt between Chili Peppers frontman Anthony Kiedis and Faith No More's frontman Mike Patton. The feud apparently stemmed from Faith No More's 1989 music video for the song Epic from the album The Real Thing. The video allegedly angered Kiedis, who was upset that Patton appeared to be stealing his moves. During a 1990 interview with Kerrang! Magazine, Kiedis made his displeasure known when interviewer Mick Wall would ask the question, "Did Mike Patton rip you off, hook, line, and sinker, or what?" To which Kiedis responded, "Yeah, my drummer says he's going to kidnap him and shave his hair off and saw off one of his feet, just so he'll be forced to find a style of his own. It used to really bother me. I thought, what a drag if people get the idea that I'm actually ripping him off, especially in the UK where Faith No More are much better known than us. In America, it's a different story. People are aware of the profound influence we've had on them." Many in the press chose to bring up the Kiedis beef with Patton during interviews with Faith No More. During a 1990 interview with Hot Metal, Patton was pretty cordial, claiming the similarities between the bands were merely superficial, while also praising the Chili Peppers, saying, "I don't have a clue, it just kind of came out of the blue. I mean, I could speculate, but I really don't know. It doesn't bother me a bit. I got a real big kick out of it, to tell you the truth. I mean, if he's going to talk about me in interviews, that's fine. It's free press. It's pretty out of line. Either he's feeling inadequate or old, or I don't know. That's beat, but I have no reason to talk shit about him," he'd say. The feud seemed to be limited to Kiedis from the Chili Peppers, as the other members of the band didn't really care. Here's Flea of the Chili Peppers discussing the feud.
We've definitely been an influence on a lot of bands. But I don't know, that's not really my concern. My concern is just the Red Hot Chili Peppers sounding good. And, if people are influenced by us, I guess that's a compliment, but we just play what we play and try to do it as good as we can. Any fight between us, that was a bunch of bullshit created by the media. I mean, I think they're a good band. There was maybe some things said between Anthony and the singer, and I don't, it all means nothing to me. I know some of those guys in the band are nice people, and there's no fight. The media loves to create things like that, and that's how they get their jollies off. But it means nothing to me.
The feud wouldn't be reignited until 1999. At that time, Faith No More was done, and Patton was playing in the band Mr. Bungle, who happened to be on the same label as the Chili Peppers. Both bands were set to release similarly titled records, as the Chili Peppers are putting out Californication, while Mr. Bungle was releasing the album California. The label opted to delay Mr. Bungle's album so as not to create confusion amongst the public. In addition to that, both groups were set to play the same festivals in Europe in the summer of 1999, but Patton would be notified that his band was removed from 3 festivals at the request of Kiedis. Mr. Bungle guitarist Trey Spruance would reveal what happened in an interview, saying, "We were booked months in advance to do 11 festival dates in Europe. Come summer, we get a call from the 3 biggest of those festivals saying that we can't play, because the headlining band retains the right to hire and fire whomever they wish. We found out it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so our manager called their manager to find out what the hell was going on, and their manager was very apologetic and said, 'We're really sorry. We want you to know this doesn't reflect the management's position, or the band's for that matter. It's Anthony Kiedis who wants us,' he'd say." As an act of retribution, Mr. Bungle would play a Halloween show the same year in Kiedis' home state of Michigan. The band would play a series of Chili Peppers covers while dressed as the band. Patton would alter the lyrics of some of the songs to make references to the band's struggle with drugs, and Kiedis supposedly heard of the show and got the group removed from a festival in Australia. Both acts were set to play the following year. Mr. Bungle bassist Trevor Dunn on his website would state the following: "Everything you've heard about the Red Hot Chili Peppers screwing us is true. I'm not sure why they did it other than a non-singer's jealousy. They kept us off of festivals. Ultimately, they screwed me out of a lot of money, for which I will forever harbor anger. The best part is they had full support from the record label, he would state. Even the Fox TV show The Five, which would be anchored by Greg Gutfeld, would weigh in on the feud, with Gutfeld calling the Chili Peppers, and I quote, "a poor man's Faith No More," and referred to the Chili Peppers as the worst band on the planet. In a 2010 interview, though, Mike Patton appeared to be over the feud, saying, "I have no idea what it was about then, and I don't know now. But I bet we'd have a warm embrace if we ever saw each other," referring to Kiedis. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. We'll see you again on Rock and Roll Your Stories. Take care.